I'll just invite Simone again. She should have a good connection. And let's talk about the skeleton key.
Hello.
So, hello.
Good that I'm still on standby here. I'm like getting tipsy over here, editing a video and watching what you guys are doing and admiring Koen's beautiful lighting.
Yeah, and admiring Koen's connection, right? It's always
the skeleton connection.
Yeah. So he was talking about the skeleton key, that is a really favorite song of his, and I think we all in the band, we all love this song a lot. And yeah, so and as I just mentioned, tomorrow we have a new video clip coming out to celebrate the release of the album, and it's gonna be the skeleton key. So maybe you have something to say about the new video as well. A little teaser.
I didn't know that was official news yet. I guess you.
I asked Daniel. I asked
he said it's okay.
If I was allowed to say something, and he said, "Dude, every day, every time when an album is released, there's a video clip. So of course you can say that." So here it is.
Yeah. So that's the upcoming single, and the video we shot also in Poland with Grupa 13. That also recorded the Abyss of Time. And we were in Poland last year in July. Our photo shoot and video shoot were connected. So it was 1 week of fun for me. I don't know for you.
1 week of waiting for me.
1 week of waiting for you. Yeah, but you made one of the best behind the scenes photos at that blue window that you posted already. That I think Jens made that photo of you. I was like, damn it, I wanted to.
Yeah, who's the model now, huh?
Yes, isaacandkoenstyle.com. Yeah. So the video was recorded in Poland, and yeah, I think that wasn't that the first one we shot, and then Abyss of Time was the day after, right? I think so.
Yeah, that's right. That's the first one we did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I always had to be very careful when I had interviews, when people were asking about that I said video recording, not videos, because we shot 2. Yeah. And the skeleton key is actually my favorite. I really liked the ambience. The location was amazing. Of course, I loved the outfits of Abyss of Time. They were beautifully uncomfortable. And with the skeleton key, they were more comfortable, actually, the outfits, which are made by the same Polish designer. She's called Katarina, and the last name I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. And yeah, the location was amazing. It was fun. The guys are wearing a lot of makeup, but you'll see that tomorrow.
Yeah, you see, there's the lipstick again.
Yes, no, I don't think you were wearing lipstick, right? But it's a very hauntingly beautiful video, and I'm sure that fans are gonna like it. It's very different to Abyss of Time, so yeah. I can say that. And
can you say something about the lyrics, maybe?
Yeah, well, the song's written by Rob, and I remember when we were in the Netherlands, when we were in the house, like the writing camp session. He showed me the song in the kitchen, and I started singing along to it. And he's like, "I like that. I'm going to work on that. Can you record that?" And the working title of the song is actually Inception, and that happens to be one of my favorite movies, and also one of Rob's favorite movies. But also the soundtrack is amazing. Of the Hans Zimmer is one of my favorite composers. And but I really love the story of Inception, that we have different layers within our dreams that we can control ourselves and manipulate. And that's a little bit what I'm tapping into with the skeleton key, discovering the dream world that we have within ourselves, and that we are able to control ourselves. So, and yeah, it's one of my favorite songs as well. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to be singing along to this one really soon. It has a very catchy chorus. But it's actually a very unique Epica song. I don't think we have anything compared to it. Like the vibe the song has, right?
That's what I said. Like, I think it's also typically for Rob. He writes like, out of the ordinary songs, so to speak. very repetitive, but always taking the same idea to the next step, which I like eventually. It always gets, I need some time to adapt to that idea always, but it's really cool. I'm more of a, you know, I need 7 riffs, and Rob is more like, I need 1 riff, and then let's see what happens with 1 riff.
But that's you as a person as well. You're very energetic, happy, all over the place, bouncing ball, and Rob is more calm and introverted. Shaki ball. Shaki stuiterbal.
Yeah.
For the Dutch people, they know what a stuiterbal is. It's how is it called in English?
Skippy ball.
Skippy? No, nee, niet skippy ball. Dat is... Nee, ik bedoel een stuiterballetje.
Is dat niet een skippyball?
Is het ook een skippybal?
I think so.
Skippybal zie je met die 2 handvaten waar je op zit en doink doink. I loved skippy balls when I was a little girl. That sounds really bad, but bouncing up and down in the garden. So yeah,
and
tomorrow.
Again, our conversation is taking a turn.
No, there's nothing sexual about skippy balls. That's you. All right. So tomorrow is the final single and the video, and maybe we get 1 million views with that as well within 1 week. That would be cool. Who
knows? Who knows? If people start streaming like maniacs, that would be.
Bouncing ball. Bouncing ball. Not a skippy ball. Yeah, see, Noel? Skippy ball's for
What's a skippy ball then? Let's Google skippy ball.
Yeah, Google.
Skippy ball.
Skippy ball.
It is a skippy ball.
Ja, een stuiterbal. Ik kan het niet zien.
Oh.
Stuiterbal zelf maken.
Anyway.
Gummibal.
Anyway.
Yeah, in German it's called Flummi or Gummiball. Aber egal. Gummibear.
Oh, someone else asked, and I wrote it down. Why is the album called Omega? Can you make that short?
Mark came up with the title, the Omega Point. That's a theory he feels inspired by and wanted to use that as the album title, and then we kind of started brainstorming more that we wanted to break the cycle of having 2 long how do you say, tongue twister titles for an album, like the holographic principle, and Omega is short and punchy, Epica Omega, and that's what we settled for.
Yeah, I like the title. I like it like short and sweet. Yes,
but unfortunately we are not sponsored by Omega watches. It would be nice.
No,
of course,
we're not.
no, my watch is I take it off because it's annoying. It's always telling me to get up and move.
Oh.
Get your butt up and move. So what did I want to say earlier? Yeah, I have all the Epica earbook, the Normal City, and the LPs. I have them safely stored. I wanted to make a little video showing it in how do you say, really close up. The funny thing is, I have another anecdote. If you look closely at the artwork on the cover, you see a very little person walking into the maze. And that little person is actually Heile's wife. So, and the funny thing is that the box with all the Epica Omega goodies arrived when she was at my house. Yeah, maybe you can see, yeah, over there. So that's a friend of mine, that's Heile's wife, and she also was there when I opened the box, and I was looking at it for the first time, and it was a very special moment. I actually wanted to wait to do that and to record a video of me looking at it for the first time, but she was like, I want to see it, and I wanted to film her as well, but she's too shy. She's video camera shy. I mean, she's on the cover. I told her, you're a cover girl as well. Also on some of the back of the magazines, do you see the cover displayed?
But she's all over the maze, right? Because she's a...
Yes. She's a
She's like
couple of
the
times in the maze, yeah.
entrance, but also here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of her.
Couple of Angies, yeah.
Yeah. But I had the same thing. Like I was like, oh, I want to record myself or the unboxing and let people know that we have the new stuff. But then I just couldn't help myself but ripping it
Yes.
over.
Christmas finally arrived. That's a
Yeah.
little bit how I was feeling about the album being finished and knowing that we had to postpone the release. It felt like we had this great present that we couldn't open, you know?
Yeah. And I had the same thing. Yeah. But now it's here, so.
Now it's here, and I find the earbook, isn't that already sold out, or something was sold out really quickly? The box set?
It's a box set itself.
And I kind of got lost which kind of versions we have, and my mother, she asked me what she had to order to get the acoustic songs. So.
Oh, okay. If you have, for the acoustic songs, you can have the normal digit book.
Oh, okay.
This one has both the normal, the regular album, but then also the
digibook. Okay.
So you have the plain version as the jewel case, but then the next, and that one only has the regular album.
Okay.
But then the digibook, that one has the
digibook.
Acoustic versions. Then you have the earbook, which has
that's my favorite.
Yeah,
the earbook.
You have the normal album, you have the acoustic one, but then you also have the orchestral one, and you have the instrumental one. So there's 4 versions.
Yeah, that's. But the box set has the earbook.
Yeah.
And the necklace, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's really beautiful as well.
There's a necklace, and there's the picture disc double vinyl.
Yes, 2 of them I had in my box, I think.
So
or they come with 2 LPs. I mean.
There's this one, and there's this one.
Yeah, I really love the artwork. I love the colors and everything. I'm very happy with it all turned out. The music, the visual part. Tomorrow the new video will go live. And we already have quite a lot of covers from fans, from Rivers.
Yeah.
And that's always lovely to see everybody like figuring out the music within days and throwing it online, creating beautiful covers.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see more of that. And yeah, let's see what happens in the coming days.
Yes. Yeah, it is indeed very pretty. I probably have to go online later and order the digipack for my mother because she doesn't know how to order the CD. Or I have to give her my copy.
Yeah, why not?
But I'm always, I have some CDs, I have like 10 different versions. It's always a good birthday present idea if I forgot to buy a present. It's like, here's the CD. I actually had that as a request last summer. I wanted to get a friend of mine a nice present and I asked her, what do you want? I want an Epica and Camelot CD. I'm like, okay. And then Oliver actually gave her his only copy of the Camelot DVD. He's like, yeah, I don't have any other. This is my copy.
Well, it's like certain versions of God Dethroned albums of my previous band, I don't have them. I don't know why, but I guess I never really asked for it either way, and just don't have it here. And but yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's not like I would ever listen to it. It's the same with the Epica stuff. I have closets full of Epica stuff, and I never listen to it. Or if I do, I just open Spotify or
The biggest collector in our band is probably Rob, because he really loves to collect vinyls, but he's a big Hellboy fan as well. He has a closet full of Hellboy figurines.
Speaking of which, Rob is actually waiting to hop in this interview.
Rob is going to hop in. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm going to continue editing a video, drinking red wine, and ordering a digipack for my mom.
And just be standby just in case if internet
Okay,
breaks down.
I'll be plan B.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so let's go to Rob. He should be next. He just finished his walk-in TV game, apparently, and I want to know everything about it because apparently he won, as I can see here in our. Hey, there he is.
Hey.
And as you can see, he's indeed Mr. Collector because in the back I see a lot of stuff. So can I congratulate you on winning a game?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, I couldn't see it because it was busy.
Well,
But
yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, it was most of all it was pretty hilarious actually. It was two bands competing, and I guess like each question you can get like 200 points, but you could also like put in like a joker, and so if you have like a tough question, you can give it to somebody else. They could lose 200 points or stuff like that. So it went like all over the place, the score.
and everything was music related, or was it random?
Yeah, it was mostly metal related.
Okay.
And there were a few very tough questions. Some of them were pretty simple, but also a lot of very tough questions. Like there was one question that was like, for instance, where was John Bush from Armored Saint, the singer? Where was he a cameo in which music video from the 80s? And yeah, exactly. Well, there you go.
The 80s.
From the 80s, yeah, exactly.
Who cares about the 80s?
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know stuff about the 80s, then you're already screwed anyway. But it was also in a pop video, so there you go. I didn't know that either, to be honest. And it was just like a cameo of 2 seconds where he was wearing a big wig and looking very 80s metal and stuff like that. So I don't even know him looking like that.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was really funny. And also Mark was really funny.
How so?
Yeah, he was, just constantly making jokes, not taking things too seriously.
Oh. So he lost big time, or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many points did you have in the end?
My end score was 450, and I believe I'm now on the second place on the high score from all bands together.
Oh, okay. So it's a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, but I also had some. I could have gotten way more points, but I also had some delay with pushing on the button because the connection was pretty slow. But whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Actually like pushing a button. Like I know the answer.
Yeah, there's a separate site where you actually can push a button that is connected to it. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I have no idea who ever came up with that, but it's apparently it worked. So.
But Rob, in the time that you were gathering points, we have been discussing a lot of very serious business in this chat.
I'm pretty sure you did.
So I wanted to know your thoughts about it. So tomorrow we release a new album, and everyone who I talked to today, I've been asking what their favorite song is, and we've heard. I think it was Koen who said that his favorite song is The Skeleton Key, which is a song that you wrote, also next to Rivers. And I also asked Simone about that song because tomorrow we're going to release a video clip for that. And she also mentioned that it has a different vibe from what Epica usually sounds like. And I think the reason for that is you. So you always seem to come up with stuff that has a darker vibe and a very like it's more of a build up and like I said to Simone, I would write more of I need 5 riffs. Whereas it seems from an outsider perspective, if I hear your songs, you're more like I only need 1 or 2 riffs and let's see what I can do with that. Is that correct? Or how do we approach that?
Yeah, the funny thing is also that the music that I came up with for this album, I kind of tried to approach it kind of like a soundtrack for a movie, for instance. Simone probably already told you guys that it was the original working title was Inception.
Exactly.
And, yeah, and I was very inspired by the soundtrack of that movie. And because, for instance, if Hans Zimmer, when he composes, it's not like a whole bunch of themes thrown together. What he mostly does is like uses one theme and he builds it up like from most minimal, like maybe like 2 notes perhaps, and then you can build it up to layers of orchestras, guitars, keys, and whatever. And that's something I try to kind of emulate, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also like the main theme. Also, that yeah, it was mostly inspired by that soundtrack, and that's something I tried. I tried to approach it not from a guitar point of view, but more from a melodic point of view. And I always try to, involve guitar and basses in a later stage.
Yeah. So that being said,
Yeah.
and now that I hear that, I was wondering, did you come up with the main riff first, or did you come up with the piano part in the beginning?
The piano part.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The first part I came up with is funny is because I actually believe that I used it at school for music theory. We're talking about like how can you build up arrangements, and then I came up with then I said let's make a simple melody and put some chords underneath, and then maybe we can arrange some let's say some cellos or some violins on it. And then I played the melody like ding dong ding dong down 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 down, and that's how it started. And it was like, okay, that's kind of kept sticking into my mind. So I thought, man, maybe we can use it for an actual song. That's how it went. Very simple, almost like a children's song to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I always like to, I think that's the cool thing about Epica, where you have 5 different songwriters and then also Simone with the vocal lines. And so there's a lot of different influences and especially, a lot of different ways of writing songs. And
Right.
Obviously all 6 of us add some flavor to each other's ideas, but it's always very interesting to see how someone else is approaching that. So
yeah.
And I think that makes the Epica albums very balanced and very,
Yeah.
it doesn't always sound exactly the same, but that's just my opinion.
No, but I totally agree. For instance, I remember that then when we were, I believe that was the summer before we started the songwriting camp, then we were already kind of collecting some ideas for this album. And Marx told me, like, he said, okay, I have this idea to maybe, he said he wasn't sure yet, but maybe to write a 3rd Kingdom of Heaven. And he said, like, maybe you can assist me with it, or I'll give you some ideas and work on it. And at that moment, I kind of felt uninspired, and it was like, okay, I don't know if I can do it. And I'm actually very happy that you assisted him with it, because yeah, you are way much more into riffs and stuff like that. And I think the balance of the song is really good.
Yeah, it was funny how fast, like for a song that lasts for 13 minutes and more, it was written very fast. I mean, like, I asked Mark, can I help writing? And yeah, sure, see what you can come up with. And I think within a week, we just went back and forth and we had sort of the rough sketch of the whole song.
Right.
Obviously, it needs a lot more details after that, but yeah, so yeah, it's a cool thing.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool what you mentioned. Once you have like a rough sketch of a song, that's already like 50% of the thing to do. That's like, I always kind of compare it like, for instance, when you make a drawing and you have the basic things and you still have to color it.
Yeah.
That's that's quite comparable to songwriting.
And then you can already see if it's gonna work out or not, or if you have to change some small things or not, or if you have to put it in the garbage.
Yeah, that also happens. Yeah.
Right. So
there's also something that.
Sorry to interrupt, but I see that Mark has more interviews coming up. So what I'll do is I'll kick your ass out of this. I'll talk to Mark first, and if you hang on, I'll call you back after that.
Sure, I'll leave it on.
All right. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Später. So let's see if we can invite Mark in this one, if he's online. Can't see him. Where's Mark? There he is. Send request. Exciting, waiting for Mark. So if you have some questions for Mark, who is gonna join us in a sec, then let us know in the comments. But I'm still waiting. Maybe he's still eating his pizza, or maybe, I don't know. Let's maybe asking him where he is. So in the meantime, I might have to call someone. Is there any request from someone?